Hello and welcome to the first episode of TC3 Mixology, brought to you by TC3 LLC. Today we're going to start with 3 simple and easy drinks that you can make at home, or if you're learning to be a bartender, came to the right place. So, we are going to start with a drink that I've probably made over 100 times alone this year, a sailor's favorite, a dark and stormy. Yep, that's it. Only 2 ingredients and a lime. So, we start out with our Gosling's dark rum and ginger beer. I believe they actually have trademark on this drink too, so don't sue me. We're going to start out with 3 1/4 ounces of ginger beer, but in a tall glass like this, you can almost just pour it to the top, just like that. And then you go ahead and add 2 ounces of Gosling's dark rum. This is the most satisfying drink to make because look, as you make it, it just floats right on top. And there you have it. Cheers. Next, I thought I'd pull out my fall glass for this next drink, a Moscow Mule. We're going to need 2 ounces of vodka, 6 ounces of ginger beer, and a 1/2 ounce of lime. So we're going to need our jigger. Put in the first ounce, because the bigger side is an ounce. Pour that in. We're going to need 2 of them, so we do it twice. Boom. And then the best part about these little ginger beers is they're already 5.7 milliliters. So we just pour that right on in, because the glass is a little taller than your normal glass. And another thing, ginger beer, carbonated drinks, do not shake them. They'll explode. So, learn from me. So then last but not least, we're going to need 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Ooh. Make sure we stir it on up, because you want to stir it, not shake it when it's carbonated. There we go. And voila. Looks pretty clear. All you see is a little bit of green from the lime, but cheers. It really coincides well with the fall weather. Margarita. Now that we have all of our ingredients, the #1 rule of bartending that I was told, ice is your best friend. Always fill that thing up to the top. If you don't, your manager's not going to like you and you're not going to have a job. So next, you get your shaker, fill that thing up with ice, get your jigger. And before we start, 2 ounces of tequila, 1/2 ounce of triple sec, 1/2 ounce of agave, and 1 ounce of lime juice. Now you know, lock it in. Let's go. Always know when you're bartending the right amount of what you're pouring. But once you get to, get the hang of it, you're going to know what you're doing. And then you don't even need a jigger. So put this right next to you. 2 ounces of tequila, 1/2 ounce of triple sec. So you go to the 1 ounce to the 1/2 ounce side, pour that right up, and pour it right in. There you go. Next, we have our agave. You don't need to over pour this. A lot of people ask for skinny margaritas, which means no agave. But for this case, the traditional margarita has a 1/2 ounce. So you're going to pour that right on in. Then we're going to go to our lime juice. Flip that back over. Make a mess on your table or your bar, but it's okay. That's why we have rags. Do a full ounce pour of lime juice. You got to really squeeze this one, huh? There we go. Full ounce. Pour that right in. Beautiful. Now that we have all of our ingredients in the shaker, you take the small shaker and put it on the big one. Give it a little punch. Shake it up. Shake it up as much as you like. Make sure you're really getting all the angles here. This is the part as a bartender where you normally like talking to the customer, really hearing about their day, they're venting to you and all this and that. But you gotta stay positive because it could be worse. Now, pour that right on in. And every time you get a perfect margarita. And of course you put a lime right on top, but when you make a perfect margarita is when the agave is not floating on the bottom. You don't see any floating on the bottom, so cheers. All right. Thank you guys again for watching the first episode of TC3 Mixology. I hope you learned something today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and cheers.